Hey team, it's time for a little real school talk with your Uncle Sean Kane. This is the passing period. So I'm getting ready to leave the school I was working at today. You'll see the cars driving back and forth across the street, just a little distraction, increase the degree of difficulty. One of the things that we talked about today was the iron rule of school performance. Every good school improvement model adheres to the iron rule of school performance, and those who don't work as well, don't survive. With the iron rule, there are 3 steps. You must follow those steps either sequentially or concurrently, but if you get it out of sequence, then you're gonna have problems. You'll be working really hard without much success. So here we go. The first component of the iron rule, step 1. Step 1 is you must teach the right thing. Now you're probably thinking, well, duh, I know I have to teach the right thing, except now the right thing is more narrowly defined than ever before. The right thing in a given course is the right content at the right time at the right rigor. Again, that is a very narrow definition of right, but what's really disconcerting is that if you don't do those three things right content, right time, right rigor, then what you're doing that day is wrong. So that's tough. So what does that mean? That means that if we have a scope and sequence, we got to follow that scope and sequence with fidelity. That means teaching that right content in the right period of time. If we're teaching the right content but we're behind, then we're going to get off pace and not cover enough content that the kids are accountable for by the end of the course. So right content, right time, and then we got to work on the right rigor. If those 3 things are lining up, then trust me, school performance, student performance will follow. If those things get out of whack, then we got to work on making sure we get back aligned to that. And so of those things, right content is fairly easy. It's given to us if we have a scope and sequence. It's at the right time. It's the pacing that is the most difficult. And notice we say pacing first, right time first, before we say right rigor. And the reason why is pacing is the hardest piece, but we know that when kids are exposed to content, they at least have a fighting chance to meet their performance standards, but also it builds a foundation for later understanding. So exposure is foundation building. And then once we're on pace, then we start working on how to get kids to think about that content at deeper levels and with more complex reasoning and understandings. We'll talk about the next step after we teach the right thing tomorrow. But right now, just think about that. Now the definition of the right thing is the right content at the right time at the right rigor. If you like the passing period, make sure to click like, share us. You can subscribe, or you can always check us out at leadyourschool.com. Or, you know what, you can pick up one of my books, like, I don't know, Close Like a Boss. So I will see you at the next passing period.